Hey Patrick, it's Asuka. Today I'm gonna show you how to make nikujaga. It's in Japanese it means potato and meat in Japanese. It's usually means you use pork and potatoes, but in this case to be more healthy we'll use chicken and chicken and potatoes and onions. So ingredients you need, I already chopped it up. You need three onions, and you just mince them. The way I cut it is I go like this, and I cut it in the middle. I cut it again and again, and then you basically go this way when you cut it. But I'm gonna put it down for a second so I can finish cutting it. All right, I do the same thing for the other half. I'll cut it. And when you cut it, you want to cut it as small as you can, because these onions would melt in the soup and gives a really sweet flavor to your soup. Next ingredients you need is Russo potatoes. This is the imported potatoes from mainland. And you don't want the really big potatoes, but ideally you want it to be about this size, about the size of your hand. And you want to peel them. So I got a trash can right underneath. Then what I do is this is how many pounds? 5-pound bag. So for my family of 5, and I normally go through about at least 80% of a bag. So you peel. So you peel it really clean, and I'm gonna do this for all the rest of it. And I'll just go ahead and put it in this thing with I'll put it on a cutting board, because I'm gonna wash this in the water before I put it in a bowl. Okay, so at this point I finished peeling the potatoes, and I'm going to wash these and put it in here. So these are dirty, still has dirt on it. You just rinse it. Okay, so I'm done washing the potatoes. This is again 5-pound bag of potatoes and 3 onions chopped up. Next thing is I'm going to cut. Okay, so here I have 4.5 pounds of chicken thigh, no bones. Okay, so here I have chicken thigh meat. I want to cut it into almost to a size of a bite size. It's about this size, maybe my size of my thumb in both directions is how big I normally cut it. It could be smaller. One thing you don't want to do is you want to leave too big of a chunk because it's hard to cook through. Now, here you got these chunks, and then I have a pot. I already put olive oil in it, and you want to put the whole thing of chicken after you finish cutting it. And I'll do more cutting. Okay, so now I have 4.5 pounds of chopped chicken thigh in olive oil, and I'm going to next put garlic. This is minced garlic. For this proportion, I say I like garlic in general, so I normally put about a large scoop and a half. This is a scoop. Actually, I go for more. 2 scoops. Maybe just a little bit more. Maybe 2.5. And you want to mix it. And you cook this in high heat until the meat is completely cooked in olive oil. But by adding garlic at this point makes the meat tender and makes it taste good. Now the chicken is cooked through, there is no red in the meat. At this point, you are going to add already prepared onions. And potatoes. And you mix it so the potato can also go to the bottom of the pot instead of being on top of the pot. So you want to just make it sort of even. Okay, so you're still on high heat as you add the rest of the ingredients that you saw, onions and potatoes. Next thing you need is, are these. You need this bonito powder, and the one that comes in green package is MSG free. The one that comes in red has MSG. And you need soy sauce, sake, and this doesn't have to be a high quality sake. This is I think some people drink this, but I don't drink this one. This is considered like a low quality sake. And then here you have mirin. So first I add sake. This is about 300 cc. You want to pour it in. I don't exactly measure it, but ideally you want to put about 300 cc of it. Next, you're going to add mirin. This is about 100 cc, so you want to just do 1/3 of what you did for sake in general. And this makes the meat and the food soft. So that was mirin. And you need butter, and then soy sauce. You need 50 cc of it. So it's half of what you put, half of mirin amount. And finally, you add bonito powder. And these come in small packages like this. And this is what you also put in miso soup sometimes. So you need 2 of these. All right, and you want to mix it up a little bit. I mean, it's gonna mix itself up over time, but just so that a soup base powder and the rest of the ingredients mix up well enough. Okay, so at this point, you set a timer. You need at least like 45 minutes before the potatoes become soft, but ideally you go up to about an hour. And you start out on high heat and you wait for this to start to boil. So let's give it some time. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. It's boiling, and you want to lower the heat to low medium. And as you lower the temperature, you want to come back in a couple of minutes and make sure that it's still boiling inside. Okay, it's been about 7 minutes. It's still boiling, so this is fine. And you just wait for the rest of the time to complete your 60 minutes, and then you're done. And you're going to eat this with rice. Easiest way to make rice is you just buy a rice cooker, and you just buy Japanese rice to go with it for this. Another rice that goes well with this meal is jasmine rice. Okay, 23 seconds left in cooking. It's been almost an hour. So this is the end product of Nikujaga.